Good morning. In today's class, we are studying about language of chemistry. That is chapter 5, language of chemistry. In the previous chapter, we learned about chemical equation. What is the meaning of chemical equation? A chemical equation is a representation of a chemical change. And in a chemical equation, this is an example of a chemical equation. In the chemical equation, there are two parts. The left side represents the reactant side and right side of the equation represents the products. Then during the reaction, these substances, the reactants react with each other and the molecules of a substance are held by certain bonds. Okay, so during the reaction, these old bonds between atoms are broken and new bonds are formed. So during a chemical reaction, old bonds are broken and new bonds are formed. And the reactants are converted into products. During the reaction, we can see certain indications of a chemical change. In this equation, we can see evolution of a gas. Which gas is evolved? Hydrogen. So while conducting the reaction, we can see the evolution of a gas. So evolution of a gas is an external indication of a chemical change or a chemical reaction. So evolution of a gas is an external indication that says that there is a chemical reaction occurring between zinc and sulfuric acid. As a result, new products are formed. Among these two products, one is a gas. That gaseous substance is liberated. So we can observe, we can see bubbles which indicate that hydrogen is, a gas is produced. So during a chemical reaction, certain external indications we can see or we can identify certain external indications. One is evolution of gas. In certain other reactions, certain characteristic gases with the characteristic smell are evolved. And during certain chemical changes, state of the substance changes. While in some other cases, precipitates are formed. Precipitates are formed. These are the external indications of a chemical reaction. And one more is there. Certain reactions are exothermic. Heat is evolved. While certain other reactions are endothermic. Heat is absorbed. Therefore, the external indications during a chemical changes are: number one is evolution of a gas. Number two, characteristic smell is produced. Number three is a change of state of the reactants. Number four is formation of precipitate. Number five is the reaction is sometimes exothermic or some cases it is endothermic. These are the external indications of a chemical change or a chemical reaction. Now let us certain examples in which the external indication is color change. During chemical reaction, the color of the reactants changes. So let us discuss some examples. One is copper carbonate. This copper carbonate is a greenish blue salt which on heating turns black. So green color turns black due to the formation of copper oxide. So this color change indicates that there is a chemical reaction takes place on heating. So heating, the color change is an external indication. Next one is zinc carbonate. It's white, which on heating turns yellow when hot. This white substance turns yellow when hot. So white color turns yellow. This means that this is an external indication and indicate that there is a chemical change or chemical reaction happens during heating. Next is mercuric oxide. Mercuric oxide is a red oxide which on heating gives mercury and oxygen. And color of mercury is silvery. So what is the color change? Red substance turns silvery due to the formation of mercury. So color change is an external indication of a chemical reaction. Next is lead 4 oxide. Its formula is PbO2. This PbO2 is brown in color and the substance on heating produce oxide which is yellow. So PbO is yellow when hot. So from brown to yellow. This color change indicates that there is a chemical reaction takes place on heating the substance. So these are the examples which shows that when these substances on heating produce different colors. So for greenish yellow turns black, white turns yellow, red turns silvery, and brown substance turns yellow on heating. So these are examples of color changes during chemical reaction. Next one is change of state is an indication of a chemical reaction. For example, carbon and sulfur. These substances, the reactants are in the solid state. They react together to form CS2, carbon disulfide, which is a liquid substance. So from two solids we get a liquid substance, which indicate that there is a change of state. And that means this is an external indication of a chemical reaction. Another one is ammonia gas react with the hydrogen chloride gas to form ammonium chloride, which is a solid substance. There also we can see a change of state. Then hydrogen gas react with oxygen gas to form water. It's a liquid. Hydrogen burns in oxygen form water. Water is a liquid at room temperature. So here also we can observe a state change. Then water is a liquid. On passing electricity through water, it gives hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. So water is a liquid at room temperature. On passing electricity, we get two gases, hydrogen and oxygen. Here also the state of the reactant is different from the state of the products. Hence, these are examples of chemical reaction where we can observe a change of state. So change of state is an external indication of a chemical reaction. The third one is change of smell. Change of smell is an external indication of a chemical reaction. Thank you.